Hello, my friends. This is a quick update to let you know all the things going on. For one, I didn't really realize it, but our websites are up, so the chat is up. If y'all want to use the chat while we're not there, anyone is welcome. It has the national debt clock and the little globe that shows where you are. It has a the link at the bottom, right? And then the newest news list will be up here, so you could watch the news with your friends in different countries and you have Weather Underground link, Soho link for the solar images, the USGS, and the RSOE. This is a link to my page on foreverzen.com. This is a link to the YouTube page. This is to Gravatar and to foreverzen.com. If you want to sign up, I suggest signing up for both. Then your picture will show up as this, like mine. It'll recognize you when you come. Just leave Gravatar and foreverzen.com signed in. Just say leave signed in. We're safe, I promise. Speaking of the YouTube, uh, there's a link to the other backup channel, which is the band's Forever's End 1111 on YouTube. It's the original channel, I just never used it. And I probably have to use it on the road. And you can find that link at the bottom of the Front of Metal Says page. Now, the newest news list is up, 135. It's on the front of my page here. It's also the one that's up on the chat room. Okay? And on the NNMCP page on my blog, it has the last two news lists and the update list from Forever's End 1111 on YouTube on the backup channel. So just to, alert you to that. And one love to you all out there. Now, this is the Forever's End channel. When you go to it, it'll take you to uploads, but you can go to playlist, right? And then you can go to this here playlist that I made, which is the one I was talking about on the blog that is the one from Forever's End 1111. This, if I'm on the road, which our internet is now off, I repeat, the internet is now off. My only phone is a track phone and I pay by the minute. So I love you all, but please only call me if you got a miracle in your pocket for me, because I can't just say hello on my phone. I pay for every minute and I have no money and I'll have less than an hour on that phone. Okay? Now, the backup channel is Forever's End 1111 on YouTube. Uh, you can go youtube.com/Forever's End 1111. All one term. Now, the article of today was just one that I noticed that I wanted to stick out there so Mr. Gupta can shut the fuck up and stop being against the medicine. This article is from International Business Times, Business and Health, and Natural News. It's marijuana cannabinoids found to help combat autism. And this is something I've seen as a fact works. Okay, I've seen the product of that. So this is definitely a fact. And I'm sitting here with Raw B and Skunk Hunt, Gavin the Elk, and we were just talking about how we've seen the autistic kids that have benefited from pot.
Well, not just that. I know somebody. I met somebody about a year ago who works directly and indirectly with autistic kids, and that person was actually a chef, albeit not the best chef, but a chef with for making cannabis-based products, edible products. So, and that person was knew people that were working with autistic kids under some kind of like clandestine test to see if it helps the kids, because people don't realize how much it really does help. But yeah, I heard about it like about a couple years a year ago, and knew that behind the lines that something was going on, and it's cool to see an article like this appear because it shows.
I want to mention that person. I will just say that particular person because I know whom you're talking about. We'll mention no names, but I'd like to say we still love you in our hearts. Sorry the way that things had turned out, but I just wanted to throw that out there. If you're watching, there's still love and appreciation for your work with the children, and sometimes things just don't go as planned. And You know, what was the other topic we just said about the? Oh, it's like abominism. That's it's you know how they covered up communism with the pretty veil of socialism. Well, now we have abominism, and you look in America, and everyone's just ready to accept it, turn around, bend over, and accept it. And it's it's like talk about zombification. I mean, they're willing to just accept that you have a dictator and you have no rights, and they're okay with it. And that seems to be the problem. Is the people right now in America seem to have forgotten what made us different in the world. You know, what were you saying about that, Robbie?
Well, I don't know about that, but all those people I hear that say, "Oh, you can make a difference. Every vote counts," are the same people I hear saying, "Oh, that's just the way it is." All these laws that are not even, they shouldn't even be laws. It's just, oh, that's just the way it is. That's the way it's always been.
Right. What was the quote you said earlier? That's exactly right about the law thing.
Well,
Oh yeah, if you don't like the way things are, then just vote. It's like if you can't beat them, join them.
I say to those people, I say, well, I ask them, how did you get your rights? Did anybody vote on that? And the reality is, a small minority, like a handful of people, signed their names under the warrant of being murdered for it, to have us have rights, and that created a republic in order to make sure that there was some democracy, but to try to keep it in check because the forefathers knew democracy leads to socialism.
Yeah, the despotism.
Yeah.
It leads you right into it because you know if they dumb down the public as bad as they have, I think the funny thing that's happened, and we'll close on this thought, and I'll get you guys' opinion of it. What's happened is they dumbed our society down so much, right, that we can't even follow the charade they're playing.
Yep.
So the people are like, now they're like, damn it, nothing's working. You know, like because everyone's all zombificated. So they're like, they're abominous, man. They're like, they're willing to go along and they're sleeping and they're okay with it, and they can't understand that if you put them to sleep, you're gonna have a bunch of sleepwalking people. You won't be able to control them.
Their vote, it literally is a chain from their neck to the president's hand. Like, oh well, I voted for him, so I gotta deal with everything he decides. It's like,
and
man.
don't speak poorly of the president's office. Now, here I'll say something. The three of us right here in this room right now agree. Don't talk bad about the American president. We all feel that way in our heart. But you know what? I haven't been able to get myself to go vote since I heard, can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? I'll get right in there and I'll cut that center row out. And we'll just have one party. You know, I haven't even wanted to vote since then. I haven't seen a character worth being the president. And I will not vote for the lesser of two evil. And I say if more than 60% of the people, like the documents our country's founded on states, if more than 60% don't vote, then they cannot elect either one of these puppets. So let's think about that. Gerald Salente, you're right about that, brother. And everybody, you know, don't vote for the lesser of two evils. I'm going to say one love and goodbye to you all, and you guys want to chime out?
Take care.
Have a good time enjoying the last of your rights that you signed
No
away.
doubt. One love, you guys. Peace out.